Well, hello, everybody. What's up? This is G.O. What's up, everybody? So, today we're here to talk about friends with super channels. We got Mary on the panel up here. We have Rochelle, none other than Miss Marlene herself, and my good friend Marlon Music Channel. So,
Hello.
friends with super channels. Everybody up here has a super channel. So, how are we going to get this party started? We're going to ask each and every one of you guys to talk about your channel. You have 2 minutes to talk about your channel. If you have 3 or 4 channels, talk about your channels. Okay, because that's what I started this channel for, is to help support you and put you out there and make you famous. Okay, so let's get started with Marlene.
Hi, everybody. Of course, I'm Marlene. I'm just going to talk about my 4 channels. I have Marlene Motivates, which is my inspiration channel. I also have Marlene Motivates, and then my second channel is Marlene Reviews, which I do reviews on that channel. My third channel is Just Relax Now. And my fourth channel is Life with Marlene, which is my blogging channel. So all of those channels are under my brand of Marlene.
Okay, are you okay? Next, we're going to hear from Marlon Music
So
Channel.
my channel is a music channel where there's praise and worship music, there's piano tutorials, and I do support videos for the members that are part of my channel as well. But it's mainly worship music. I do praise and worship. I'll have a schedule put up this week where you'll see on my community tab the schedule that I have for the month of November. So that's pretty much the channel that I have. It's about music, worship music, and learning how to play piano as well.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Well, don't you teach piano too, Marlon? Okay, guys, Life with Marlene has some super channels. If you have not subscribed to all 4 of her channels, please do so. I'm going to have the links down below after this live. And Marlon has a wonderful channel as well. If you into praise and worship like myself, because that's my second language, first language, really. And the music part is just awesome. And he's a great guy. I mean, you will get the Holy Spirit over there. Okay. So that is what Marlon's channel is all about. Now we're going to move on to Mary.
Okay, hi everybody. I'm Mary, and my channel is Pittsburgh Artist Studio. And what I do over there is I teach some art in acrylic, basically acrylic, but I have done some oils. I want to try to get into some pastel work for everyone. But right now I'm just doing acrylics, and I show you step by step what I'm doing and how to do it, and hopefully you can learn from that. I also have done interviews. Recently, I had a return who played some music because the last time he couldn't do it. So this time he played, and he got some pretty good views. I was surprised. I do a variety of different things there. I have other channels, but I don't have any information in there yet. I'm planning on some things, but right now I don't have those as active.
All right. Thank you so much. Mary has a great channel as well. And her channel, like she says, all about art. Now, if you want to learn, you're a beginner or you was thinking about learning how to paint, then Mary is your girl. Okay. Next, we're going to hear from none other than my friend, Rochelle. Listen.
Hello, I'm Rochelle and I have 2 channels. One name is Rochelle's Blessing. On that channel, I do interviews with everyone. Is not for particular persons, it's everyone. And the second channel is one hand gardener. One hand because it has strokes. I only have one side of my body working, so I do gardening in my window. So that is why it named one hand gardener.
All right. Thank you so much, Rochelle. Like she said, Rochelle's blessings. It's all about blessings and how God has blessed her and her channel. And her other channel is the One Hand Gardener, where she does gardening outside of her window. It is really cool to see her do this. Okay. So now, guys, it's my turn. I don't know how many channels, but we're going to talk about the monetized ones, okay? I have Boss Life Online, okay? That was my first channel. It's all about work from home, meditation, and information, okay? Geo's Vlogs is about Geo's Vlogs. That means that you can learn about my family, okay? And what I do after I'm off of YouTube and places I go, okay? The third one is Team Bill with Geo. If you're trying to get monetized, Team Bill is for you. It is a member-only channel, and we play your playlist until you get monetized. And you don't have to worry about if we played it or not, because we send you proof, okay? So that is the 3 channels that I have monetized. This channel that you on right now is Friends with Super Channels. And this is how I say to my members that are channel members, thank you so much for supporting my channel. So if you are a channel member on any of my sites, you will come on Friends with Super Channels and you do this. Okay, and this is how you're going to get famous, because your girl is already successful. I do know how to advertise. Okay, all right now. So if you want to come up here and be a part of Friends with Super Channels, all you have to do is join one of my channels. Okay. Also, on Friends with Super Channels, I do want to say that Marlene has membership. Okay. Marlon has a membership, and also Mary has membership. All right. Rochelle does not have membership, but she has a PayPal button. Okay. We can all support each other all types of ways. Okay. Marlene has membership. She does a lot of things for her members over there. You can be on the Outstanding Featured Channel Member Show or the Love Channel Member Show. Okay, so she does a lot for her members. Marlon has membership over there. He does a lot for his members. You just have to click that join button on his channel and look and see what his perks are. Mary, the same thing. Click that join button, Pittsburgh Artist Studio, and you will get all the perks that you can get on their channels. I'm telling you, these people that support my channel are just awesome creators. They are all that and 15 bags of chips. Now, don't tell me you don't want to be up here with us, because we are going places. Okay. So now our subject tonight is about monetization. The reason I wanted to do this talk and just see what you guys think about it, because it's more of a conversation, is because YouTube is really, really beginning to really check your channels, okay? And the first thing I'm going to say is this: whatever is on your about page, you better have it in videos, okay? If your about page is about art, and meditation, Mary, make sure that that's on your about page, okay? Because that's what they're going to be checking. So now, I like to have receipts, okay? So I am going to share with you guys what they expect from us and what reused content is, all right? So I am going to go and share my screen right quick, and we're going to have a discussion about this, all right? And see, this is why it's important let me see, where am I at? Oh, okay. To have friends around you that know more than you. Okay. A team is always good to be a part of. Okay. Always. Okay. So now we're going to talk about YouTube channel monetization policies. All right. This part up here is all about Google. Okay. But I want to talk about this part here. What we check when we review your channel. How many of you guys even seen this part up on the panel? Have y'all really read that part, what they check and all of this? Well, if you have not, we finna do it today. And if you have not in the chat, we're going to do it today. So I want to go to the chat right quick and welcome in everybody. Let me go to the top. We have Candice, Hair Candy Moore is in the chat. Coach Mary Ma is in the chat. And Jayla Blog is in the chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. Yes, please thumbs up and share it out. Now, here we're going to talk about what YouTube checks when they review your channel. Our reviewers, they say, check content that best represent your channel against our policies. Since our reviewers can't check every video, they may focus on your channels. Okay, they may focus on your channel's main theme, and that's mostly your header. What is the theme? They check for that. They check for most viewed videos. They check for newest videos. They check for the biggest portion of watch time. Where is all your watch time coming from? They check for video metadata, which includes titles, thumbnails, and descriptions. The above are just examples of content our viewers may assess. Note that our reviewers can and may check other parts of your channel to see whether it meets our policies. And I was like, wow, okay, because I have to admit, I ain't know all of this either. When I first got monetized on Boss Life Online, child, I ain't know none of this. Okay, I'm just glad they monetized me. What about you guys? What do y'all have to say? Marlene?
Yeah, when I first got monetized, I think almost 2 to 3 years ago, I just went in review and then I saw it was monetized. I didn't even know all of these things that you had to have. Like later on, I found out how important the titles were and your thumbnails and other things, which I improved on my other channels. But as you progress in your journey here on YouTube, you learn things and then you make improvements.
Thank you. Marlon?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. So I got distracted by the little one. You said we check channel reviews.
Yeah, I was saying that. Did you know any of this information that I just read? That what YouTube checks? They check. Let me go back to it. They check for the main theme of your channel, most viewed videos, newest videos, biggest proportion of watch time, and they check your titles, thumbnails, and description. Did you know that they did all of that?
I knew the first four, the thumbnails, titles, and descriptions. I didn't know they check all of that.
Yep, they check. That's what they check. Okay,
Yeah.
Rochelle. Rochelle, did you know that too?
Well, no, and honestly, I don't read about the monetization because my channel can't be monetized. So
Yeah,
I,
that's right.
yeah, I
That's
just
right. Let me mute. Okay, Rochelle is saying her channel can't be monetized because the country where she lives, YouTube does not monetize there. But it's okay, Rochelle. If one day they will. Okay, just know that. Okay, because God is in control. All right. All right. Now let's go to Mary. Mary, did you know all of that?
Well, I didn't know about the last one about the metadata, I guess, or the like the titles, thumbnails, and descriptions. Excuse me.
Right.
I kind of felt that the thumbnails were important. It's an important part of it, but I didn't know about the other little pieces to that. So yeah, that's an eye opener there.
Right. Well, I'm going to have the link to this down below. Okay. What is allowed to monetize? The policy makes sure monetized content offers viewers something appealing and interesting to watch. In other words, if the average viewer can clearly tell that content on your channel differ from video to video, it's fine to monetize. We know many channels create content that follows a similar pattern. What's important is that the substance of each video should be relatively varied. That means that it cannot, let's see, what were they talking about here? Your videos have to be different, you know. Okay, then they said examples of what is allowed to monetize. Same intro and outro for your videos, but the bulk of your content is different. So if you have the same intro and the same outro, that's fine. It's just the bulk of it has to be different from any of the videos, which that means that you have to be very, very creative and create original content. Similar content where each video talks specifically about the quality of the subject you're featuring. Okay, so if you got on your title, I went to the foot doctor, and then you talking about kangaroos and dogs and cats, that ain't gonna get monetized. Okay, short clips of similar objects edited together where you can explain how they connect. That means that if you got short clips and they are all different, but you did not create them, you got to explain how they are connected in your video in order to have it monetized. Okay. So content that violates this guideline. When a channel's content consists of similar content, it can frustrate viewers who come to YouTube for appealing and interesting videos. That means channels where content is only slightly different from video to video are not allowed to monetize. In other words, your channel shouldn't consist of content that's automatically created or produced using a basic template. Wow. So you can't even use, like, everything has to be original and different, is what they're saying, okay, to get monetized. Examples of what's not allowed to get monetized: content that exclusively features readings of other material you did not originally create, like text from websites or news feeds. Okay, songs modified to change the pitch or speed, similar repetitive content or mindless content with low educational value, commentary, or narrative. Wow. They won't monetize stuff like that. Okay. Templated, mass produced, or programmatically generated content, images, slideshows, or scrolling text with minimal or no narrative commentary or educational value. When I read all of this, I was like, what? You know? Because on this channel, Friends with Super Channels, y'all know I use Matthew, but I don't have the same subject. I talk about different things, like, each one of you guys' channels. Okay. So, but if it's the same repetitive stuff, then they won't monetize. So now this is going to bring me to reused content. Okay. Reused content refers to channels that repurpose someone else's content without adding significant or original commentary or educational value. So that means if you go and you use somebody else's stuff and you just put it up straight, and you don't go on there and show your face or your voice and say, you can have other content in there, but if you're going to use theirs, you need to say why you're using it. This policy is taken from AdSense Search Console portion of AdSense program policies. This is not even from YouTube. It is from reused content is from AdSense Search Console. I did not know that. Wow. We put it in context that's more relevant for YouTube creators. This policy applies to your channel as a whole. In other words, if you have many videos that violate our guidelines, monetization may be removed from your entire channel. Wow. And guess who do that? AdSense. Okay. So when I read this, I was like, ooh, the best thing to do is to be creative and don't use other people's clips, whether it's free or if it's free to use, you still have to say what it is, why you using it, or make it connect. All right. All right, now they say what is allowed to monetize. The spirit of this policy is to make sure we're monetizing original content that adds value to viewers. If you put a funny or thoughtful spin on content you didn't originally create, you're transferring the content in some way. It's fine to have this type of content on your channel, but individual videos may be subject to other policies like copyright. In other words, we allow reuse content if viewers can tell that there's a meaningful difference between the original video and your video. So you just can't take somebody's video and use it and say, you might say something in the beginning or put up some text or whatever like that, but when I went and I researched reused videos, and everybody's video that talked about reused videos say that you cannot just say something in the beginning and at the end. You have to talk all the way through it, just like you're going to do a reaction video. I was like, darn. Okay. Now they're going to tell us what's allowed to monetize when you're using reused content, using clips for a critical review, a scene from a movie where you rewritten the dialogue and changed the voiceover. So if you're going to use a scene from the movie, it's got to be where you've rewritten the dialogue and changed the voiceover. I had no idea. Okay, replays of a sports tournament is where you explain the moves a competitor did to succeed. Reaction videos where you commented on the original video. Edited footage from other creators where you added a storyline or commentary. So if you're going to use reuse content, you got to come back here and read this and see what you can do. Okay? Now, content that violates this guideline. We're talking about reused content. Taking someone else's content, making minimum changes, and calling your own original work will be a violation of this guide. All right? The policy applies if you have permission from the original. The policy applies even if you have permission from the original creator. So if you went and you asked me for something of mine, I said, oh, yeah, you can use it. And all you do is just go put it on your channel and you make no changes to it. You put nothing else. You don't say, this is, I got this clip from Geo or something like that. Or you have to tie it in to whatever you're doing. They don't care. That's going to be reused content. Reuse content is separate from YouTube's copyright enforcement, which means it is not based on copyright permission or fair use. This guideline means sometimes you may not get claims against your content but your channel may still violate our reuse content guidelines. And this is the last part I'm going to read, and we could just talk about stuff. More examples of what's not allowed to monetize under reused content. Clips of moments from your favorite show edited together with little or no narrative. They won't monetize it because you ain't saying nothing about it. You just took them people's stuff and put it on your channel. Okay, short videos you have compiled from other social media websites. They're not going to monetize it. Like I see some people take that dance that Beyonce do, it's the new one out. And they have compiled it and from TikTok, from Instagram, and all that. This says short videos you compile from other social media sites won't be monetized. Okay. Collections of songs from different artists, even if you have their permission. Well, how they know? Collection of songs from different artists, even if you have their permission. Wow. Listen at this, y'all. This is the one that makes me really think. Content uploaded many times by other creators. Content uploaded many times by other creators. Now, to me, that means free stuff. If it's too many creators with the same thing and ain't nobody putting no narrative to it, no faces on there, no explaining is on there, that's reused content and you will not get monetized. Content uploaded many times by other creators. And I think that's what had happened to one of our team members when he said his whole channel got demonetized because of reused content. And that's because a whole bunch of other creators had uploaded it too as well before him. So now that's reused content. So be careful about that free stuff. Okay, then it says, even if you have permission, promotion of other people's content. Now that one really confused me. Promotion of other people's content, even if you have permission. Now, what do you think about that one, Marlene?
Well, I don't really know that much about it, promoting other people's content, but it sounds to me like maybe people who do channel reviews. Is that what you're referring to?
I don't know. That's what I was trying to figure. That's the one that I wanted us to speak about because I'm not so sure. It's like I do the commercial. What is the one that I did for you and Rochelle?
Commercial break.
Yeah, the commercial break. A commercial break. Now, what I was promoting was y'all channels. This says promotion of other people's content, even if you have permission. So it's the content. Who wants to speak on that?
Right. I was thinking about the the ads you did for Marlene and I was saying, well, you did not promote any content that we put out, but YouTube is a thin line to the putting content and YouTube channel. So I was looking at that and say you might have it might be a little tricky there. So I think you will just have to wait and see if you have a problem doing that.
Yeah, that's your. Can you mute Rochelle? Yeah, because when I read that, I was like promotion of other people's content, but I'm not really promoting you guys' content. I'm just promoting what y'all gonna do on y'all channel, which is promoting your channel. Because if we were promoting what you call it, like the Love Channel Member Show, we promote people's channels on the Outstanding Featured Channel Member Show. We actually promote the channel, and every now and then we say what video we watched and what we thought about it. But I don't think that that pertains to what we do on those two shows. Well, what do you think, Marlene?
I was gonna say, I think I'm kind of thinking when it says promotion of other people's content, I think it means like when you use clips of other people's videos. Like if you're talking about a person's channel, but you're say like you start showing a video, saying this is the video that I'm referring to, and something like that. But I think personally that you can't do that, because you're not really changing it. You're just showing the video. Because I've seen people do that on channel reviews. They just say, here's the video, and they play the entire video and they don't say anything. So I think that's the part where that they don't like that part, because you're just basically just replaying it. So I think that would be like a reuse.
Yeah, that's what because what we do is not like promotion. That's why I'm not going to promote. You know how sometimes I may just play 15 seconds or 10 seconds of a video on I don't think I'm going to do that anymore. I'm just going to say what video I watched, show it to them, and that's it. Just the video itself, and just say what I did. I think that's the better route to go, right, Marlene? Right, Marlene?
Oh, I was muted. Yes, yes, I agree with that. I think it's always best to better be safe than sorry, because sometimes you can not, like, you're trying to use people's content, but you're just trying to promote somebody else or help somebody else out, but you don't have the right to that content because you didn't make it yourself. So I can understand what they're talking about with reuse.
Right. With reuse. Now, guys, please pay attention to this one. Okay. Now, we all do the calming stuff. That's all I'm going to call it. Y'all ought to know what I'm talking about. But, meditation, calming stuff. It says, and we, from what I've seen on YouTube, I hardly ever see any, anything about it, like your voice over. I haven't done that myself, or my face on it saying these clips are from this that blah, or however it's going into however I'm going to tie it in to my meditation. That is what they want us to do if you're going to reuse content. But they also have this particular one, content uploaded many times by other creators. Now, a lot of us do use from pixels and all of that. And that's a lot of content that's being used by a ton of creators here on YouTube. Be very careful with that, because they're calling that reuse content, because it is everybody done use it. And what happens is it confuses the YouTube audience. They can't remember where they got this one from, and or they seen that in. Oh, I don't remember. I really like that one, because we all use the same content. We don't even put different thumbnails on it. Okay. And most of us, and I'm not talking about Team BLG, I'm talking about the whole YouTube. We have stuff like calming beaches or beach waves, deep focus. We have to change those things. Okay. Have your own thumbnails, your own title, and then you have to say if you're going to be using these things, you're going to have to say in that video before you start your meditation, uh, uh, how that clip is being used in your meditation. Okay, and it's best to show your face and do the voiceover. All right, because it has to be different. All right, I thought to myself, that's a lot of work. The best thing to do if you live by a river, a back door behind your house got a big old ditch in it, or you live in the beaches somewhere, or you over there like where Rochelle is, where all them pretty beaches at, or you run down the street and it's raining down on that end and it ain't raining on your, get your phone out and take you some clips, because I don't trust it. I'm not doing it no more. Okay, I'm not doing no meditation no more. Okay, if I do, it would be clips I have taken myself. That way, it's original, and they cannot find it nowhere on YouTube. Y'all might be laughing and stuff, but I'm telling you the truth. Okay, because on Pixel, everybody using the same thing. And nobody is changing nothing. Ain't nobody making them different. Nothing. So this is how come. And see, I don't want anybody in Team Build with Geo nor the whole YouTube lose their monetization because we work so hard to get it. So I'm just saying, what are y'all thoughts on that? Marlene?
Well, I can't speak for anybody else, but I can't lie. I've been lazy, on my meditation channel. You see something, you download it, you upload it, but I'm not doing that no more. Now that I have this knowledge, I live in Florida. I just go to the beach or the park or wherever I see something, or if I see some singing birds in my front yard, then that's what I'll do. But I don't know about downloading anything from other sites anymore, because it seems like every time now you look in your back office, they say a copyright claim.
Right. All right, Marlon, we want to hear from you.
Yeah, this is really good information. I'm just going to start taking pictures in the community that I'm in. I have a river behind my house, so I could just start taking pictures there or go different places and take pictures, parks. And yeah, I usually use, I seen in the chat, some people use Pixels or other sites. And I used to use those, but because it's, like it says, it's content uploaded many times by other creators, that would be demonetized. So that's something I don't want to have to experience.
Right. Yeah. And Rochelle lives where all the pretty beaches are down there in Barbados. So, but Rochelle, you tell Alex to go down there and take me some clips and send them to me. Okay.
You
Now,
know, my pictures are original. I
right.
just take through the window.
Right. So what I'm saying, guys, the bottom line, Mary, let's hear from Mary.
Well, this is a real showstopper for me because I've been using Pixels and wow, I don't live by a river. I mean, I can go to a river, but you don't want to see that. They're kind of dirty. So you want to see something pretty. And yeah, I don't know where I can go to find anything like that. So I'm just not going to put it up there anymore.
That's
That's all you can do, you know.
But let me tell y'all this too. All right. Marlene and she sent me some clips. This was a couple of months ago, right, Marlene? She sent me some clips of the beaches down there in Florida. And she used them on her site first. Okay. And then she sent me the clips. I said, oh, yeah, send them to me. I'm going to put them on my meditation and stuff. Marlene, what happened?
It said, how like it's in your back office where you have to archive it. So it's telling me that somebody is using my content.
Right. And I'm like, even if she gave me permission to use it, it's reused content. You know why? Because I didn't do anything to it. I just used it. You see what I'm saying? So all of this copying stuff, look like to me YouTube coming down on it because they like,
Well,
oh, we gonna people that copy your videos and stuff. Now, if you look in your back office under copyright, you can tell that somebody using your content, and they give you the right to put up a claim on them, or you can have them take it down, or they can get a strike.
let me say something here. Well, just recently I did a video and I was doing playlists which were turned down to, low. My mic picked it up. I was doing Marlene's playlist and it picked up her music and they gave me a copyright strike on that because it was her music.
What you mean it was her music? Wasn't it free? Did you use free music?
Well, apparently whatever she was using, and it picked it up on my mic while I was doing my video. And what I didn't realize it was happening, picked it up, and then they gave me a copyright strike on that I can't get monetized on that video.
Okay, but what music was you using, Marlene?
It must have been my channel song because my channel song is copyrighted.
Oh wow. Was it the channel song?
Yeah, the Just Know It song.
Oh yeah. Because
it's
that song
copyrighted.
it's copyrighted.
Which I had no idea it was even happening, so you have to be very careful, very careful.
Did you see it in your back office though, Marlene?
Well, I'm gonna go back there and look because I don't want Mary getting no strike. I'm gonna go back there and see if I can archive it.
I mean,
it's not like it's not like a strike against me, they said. It's just that they won't monetize that video.
That video, that's all. It's like a content ID thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But
So
I think if I archive it, that won't happen.
they said that even if you get permission or archive it, they
because it's copyrighted.
Right.
Oh,
but she didn't get copyrighted. She got a content ID.
Oh,
claim. She got a claim on it, right? Because it's Marlene's song. Okay. I copyrighted all my stuff. Okay. I wrote that for her. We came up with the words and all. I didn't know that. God, you must have had the whole song on there.
It was throughout the whole video. I couldn't even remove it. It was through the whole video. And I thought, how do I get that off? I couldn't even get it off. I mean, it happens. Like I was interviewing my son-in-law and he played music that he's in a band with. And it was his like spotlight on him. And because I used that in my video, I couldn't get copyrighted. I mean, I couldn't get monetized.
Wow.
And we had even asked for permission on this, and this was a while back. And yeah, I mean, I got a lot of views on that video, but I couldn't get monetized for that.
Oh.
So that was a while ago. They're strict.
Right, they're getting very, very, very strict.
It's not like you're making a ton of money here. You know what I mean? It's like, and they take it away from you, the few pennies you make,
Right. So guys, listen, another thing I want to say before I forget it. If you go out and you make your own content for, like meditation and stuff like that, don't ever share it with anybody. Okay? Because if you don't, okay, say for instance, like you go out to the beach and you make 10 or 12 clips of the beach, and you say, "Oh, I'm going to send one to Geo, and I use it first," and then you forget to delete the one that you sent to me, and you use it, then I'm the one is going to have to archive it, but they're probably going to send you, Marlene, a content ID.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? So if you're going to do this for other people and you want to just help other people because they can't, get clips, pretty pictures or whatever, make sure that whatever you send them, you delete it, because you don't want, them. You don't want to use it too, and you get this video and you get 1 million views on it, but you can't get it monetized. Okay, so you can help other people, but make sure you delete what you give them. Y'all understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because it's getting really strict. This is why I wanted to have this conversation, because I had a friend of mine didn't get monetized because of reused content. And make sure that your about page say what it is that you have on your channel, because they're looking, this is what they're going to be looking for the people in the chat that came in late. I'm going to read what YouTube checks for when they review your channel. They check for you the main thing of your channel. That means they're going to go read your about page. They're going to look at your banner, and then they're going to start looking at your videos to see if your videos reflect what you said in the about page and on your banner. Make sure that all that stuff. If you're going to do meditation, put that in your about page. Okay? If you're going to do reaction videos and work from home video, whatever you're going to do, make sure it's all in your about page. Okay? So that they can, make sure that that's there so that they can see that. And if you have to do a new banner, you just have to do a new banner. Or do like me, put Boss Life Online up there and then put information, meditation, and work from home.
Hey, Gio, I
Yeah.
just saw in the chat that Tracy Lee has been waiting backstage.
Oh, is she? I'm sorry, Tracy. I don't see her in here. I don't see how to. Is she back there now? I don't see how to get her up here. I just see us. And I'm looking to see if I have a second row, but I don't see it. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, I don't see the. I think how many people can come up?
It's up to 10.
Yeah, up to 10, but I don't see Tracy Lee back here. She's here. Let me go into the chat, see what she sent. Oh, you just left? I was there for 40 minutes. I am so sorry, Tracy Lee. I didn't see you. Come back up. Come back up, Tracy Lee. Because I have to look on that second row. I'm
She
so
could come in
sorry.
my spot.
Huh?
She could come in my spot. I'm about to go.
Oh, okay. Thank you for being here, Marlon. Thank you so much.
I'll be in the in
the
the
chat.
YouTube. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right.
All right.
Looks like Keto Granny was there too.
Who? Oh, he's Tracy Lee. I'm sorry, Tracy. I see you now, but I didn't see you. And
I'm
Keto Granny,
going.
I didn't see Keto Granny either. I don't. Okay,
I'm
go ahead.
I'm going. Thank you
Okay,
for and including me.
okay. So are you going, Rochelle? Okay, bye-bye. Thank you for being here. Okay, Keto Granny, come on up. Look at here. Okay, Tracy, let's hear your thoughts.
What we talking about now? Because you guys went through a lot. So you
We're talking about reuse content, and we talking about, okay, this is the one I want you to speak on. Speak on. Okay, somebody mute everybody.
I turned everything off, so I know it's not me.
Okay. All right. This the one. This where it says down here, reuse content.
I definitely want to touch on that reused content.
It says content uploaded many times by other creators. Can you speak on that?
Absolutely. So for me, I totally agree. I was actually sharing in the chat that I did a promotional video. Like I did a video for promoting a product, which was CMOS. The video got a lot of views, but I also gave the person who gave me the promotion, wanted me to plug in their product. I also gave them permission to use it. Well, 3 times YouTube was trying to strike them with my permission. I had to give them permission the 3rd time in writing because they just kept trying to strike them for using content that I gave them permission to use. So that's definitely true that they will try to come in and hem you up for that. As far as shared videos, I will say if somebody like Gio, you shared, if somebody is taking something to the beach and you upload it and then somebody else uploads it. Well, if somebody else uploads it and doesn't change the name, the tags, yes, it's going to link back to the original person. If I'm sending you something and I'm giving you permission to use it, of course, I would want you to not use the same name that I'm using or the same tags that I'm using, because that way they wouldn't be able to flag it as a content situation. Again, with the meditation videos, I have a whole channel dedicated to meditation. I get my content either from one of the beaches around where I live at, or I will go to a site, a royalty-free site, where I pay a monthly subscription to use content where they also provide me with the copyright. So I have rights to the copyright as well. So it's just a way that you have to be smart about doing things. I wouldn't use pixels. I wouldn't use somewhere I know 100 other people are using, because there is definitely a guarantee that you're going to be using something 100 other people are using. I also agree with what Pandy is saying in the chat. If you're going to repurpose something, make it your own. Why are you being a copycat instead of being an original? So yeah, with the duplicated stuff, it's a way to do it. I mean, it's a way to do it with integrity. Why do you want to use something free? I mean, I know it's free.com, everybody like free.com, everybody like free stuff, but it's a price to pay, especially if you're trying to monetize your channel. So for me, those are the things I do with my meditation channel. I have mics here where I could do voiceovers in a way where I can kind of change up the voice or whatever, or change up my voice or whatever. But I also pay for what I want. I mean, it just said, it goes to say, with any business, you got to spend money to make money. So you cut those corners, it's going to catch you out there, because they are cracking down on it. That's all I have for that, Gio. Are you guys, could you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
I was muted. I'm
I
sorry.
can hear
Oh, okay.
you. Okay.
But what I'm saying is, I see you, Keto Granny. I'm gonna get to you in just a second. Can you mute Keto Granny for me? What I'm saying is that, so if I went to a place and I bought the copyright license, I need to put that in the description, right?
You don't have to put it in the description. When you are uploading your video, it'll ask you that. But you have the right to it. So you don't have to put it into the description unless you get a copyright strike. I had to, a couple of times, show YouTube that I had permission to use this content, and then they removed the strike. You don't have to announce that. I feel like if you're using any of the common stuff or any type of free stuff, you should credit the creator because you got it free. I just feel like, integrity wise, you should mention that even when you're using little snippets and pieces of things, like you shared earlier, how when people might share part of a news reel as a part of their commentary to support their commentary, then you need to credit where that news source came from. So I feel like if you do things like that, YouTube is not likely to come and start giving you copyright strikes because you are crediting all the right people with whoever's video you're using. And then again, you're also making it your own. You want to be an original. Like, why would you want to be somebody else?
Right. Okay, this is one of the main reasons I wanted the team to come on to talk about this so that we all would be straight on what we need to do. So if you cannot make your own original stuff for your meditation things, somebody need to mute. Everybody mute. Okay. If you cannot make it, Tracy Lee is telling us we could go and pay for the license, and then they won't bother us. Okay. And if they do, you just have to show that you are paying for those particular deals, because that's what they did to me with Epic Sounds with the music part. And I'm like, oh no, buddy, I am paying, and here is my PayPal receipt. And then they took away the claim. Okay. So that's I didn't even know you could do that, Tracy Lee. This is why I have a team of people around me that know way more than I do. Okay. And that's how you keep in line with everything. And another thing that she said is that what else you said that I liked, Tracy Lee? You said that you had the right YouTube.
I did. So when I did the CMOS video, right? It was my video, my camera uploaded to my channel. I gave the permission to use it on their testimonial YouTube channel. So they used it on their testimonial YouTube channel and got a copyright strike. I went in my back office. They're telling me somebody's using your content. Do you want to file a claim? But when they reached out to me and said, can you reach out to YouTube? Because they literally put a copyright strike on this content. I reached out to YouTube not one time, not two times, but three times, telling them that I've given them permission to use it, and so yeah, it's a challenge even when it's your own content and you're giving somebody permission to use it. You still have to fight the powers that be so that people aren't, especially if you're giving them permission to use it. I see Pandy's talking about the script. I use the script as well. I love it. But the sites that I use where you can actually buy the licenses is Storyboard, and I use Invanto. Invanto has all types of media, especially for content creators, that you can use in your videos, and you get the copyright for, the license for it, this content, all the way from graphics to intros to outros to transitions to beautiful scenery videos that you can loop to make your meditation videos. And it's just a monthly subscription fee that gives you the right to that license. So that's been safe for me. I haven't been dinged with any of them.
Okay, so even if you had a membership with maybe Storybook, and you decided after 6 months you did not want to keep that membership, what about
I'm sorry, Gio.
Will you get dinged for all the ones that you did before?
Nope. So you won't get dinged for anything, and that's the thing. You're not locked into a contract. You can drop your subscription anytime you want to, and they will not go back to copyright strike you on it. And if they do, you still have a copy of because when you download the content, you download the license with it. So you have a separate folder for your license. So you will have that on file, and it clearly shows your name between the person who created it. That's what they do. They make that contract with your name, with the individual that created it, giving you permission to use that content. So you'll always have that to protect yourself, even if it's a year down the line and you're no longer doing business with Storyboards or Invanto or any of those other sites where you can pay to get the nature videos from. I'll definitely drop it in there in the chat, guys.
Right. Yeah, because they're asking to drop it in the chat. So I learned something tonight. Thank you so much, Tracy Lee. Now we're going to get to Keto Granny. No, you need to unmute. Unmute.
Okay. So now I have used the pixels. That's something I've just started doing recently, is using pixels and then just putting music to it. And so I was surprised when you all told me that was content that we're unable to use. I figured that's how a lot of people were doing it with their meditation and relaxation, using pixels. And I use Canva, which I pay for. And then I get scenes from there and just put them to music and then post them.
So you get your stuff from Canva.
I get stuff from Canva. I get it from Clipchamp. I have a lot of different places that I pay for. So I
Okay,
have
but
gotten
they paid for it. See, I didn't know
yeah.
you paid for them. Okay.
Mine are paid for. So then when I go and because I have gotten that content claim ID, and I just go in and tell them I have a paid license to use this for my weight loss journey by Keto Granny, and they immediately remove it. So I haven't had any problems. But I am surprised about the pixels. I haven't gotten any notices about the pixels, but I don't have that many of those up either.
Okay. So and another thing that they look for, Tracy Lee and everybody else in the chat, is your titles, your thumbnails, and your titles. What did they say? The titles, the thumbnails, and something else. Let's see. Hold up. Let me go back up here. Okay, it said the titles, thumbnails, and descriptions. Okay, so if you have, what I would do is just make sure that my titles are different from any of the stuff that if you use pixels. This is just my idea, Tracy Lee and everybody else. Go make new thumbnails, because what people do is they just use the same, thumbnail too. Okay, so that's why they have that in there, that too many creators is using the same stuff, and it confuses the YouTuber, the audience of YouTube. So go back and just change all your thumbnails, and then your descriptions, make it different from anything else, and you probably won't get dinged. What do you think, Tracy?
Okay, that's good to know.
I totally agree with you. So with regards to thumbnails and you identifying your video, I think is important that when you're doing that, even if you're using you reusing content like pixels or whatever, a part of making it your own is changing the thumbnails, changing the tags on your thumbnail. I don't know about you guys, but the same tags I use on YouTube, and for the video, I use on my thumbnail, every last one of them. That's the name of my thumbnail. I also use it on the video. Every last tag is on that video after the name of the video. You're making it your own. You're giving it its own fingerprint, so to speak. So yeah, if it belongs to somebody else, or even if you're taking it off Pexels and 100,000 people have it, a part of making it your own is changing everything about it. Not just content wise, you want to add whatever you're going to add to it to make it original for you, but also in your pre-upload, change the thumbnail. Of course, why would you use the same thumbnail as somebody else?
Right.
Unless you're just trying to like bulk up a whole bunch of videos that people can watch it on anybody else's channel. It has to be a thumbnail or something you drawing people to want to watch yours, even though it's on YouTube 100,000 other places. Make sure is different from them coming to see yours. It's going to be you identifying it, but changing those tags and changing the name and changing things up, period. I know people who use the Creative Commons content, and you wouldn't even know that it was Creative Commons from looking at what they used to what they made it into. That's what you have to adapt and you have to do. So it's very important to I agree with you, Gio, in that if you're just uploading people's stuff the same way that it is, then yeah, YouTube's gonna come for you. They're gonna come hard,
Right.
and you're not gonna get paid for it, and it's just a waste of time. Like literally, it's really like you just wasted however much time it took you to put together the thumbnail and upload that video. That's time you're never gonna get back. So I just think it's important that if you're gonna use repurposed or stuff that somebody's already done. You want to repurpose it and make it your own.
Okay, let me ask you this. While we're talking about this, say for instance, I'm using Pixel and I'm doing Boss Life Online meditation. All right, it's a beautiful scene, beautiful beach. I'm gonna put, okay, when I change it, first of all, I'm gonna have my thumbnail gonna be different, and my title ain't gonna be talking about deep wave beaches and all of that. I'm gonna name it Monday Morning Meditation, I Love the Lord. Okay, so that's right there, that's different. Okay, then when they see my video, if I'm on the video, you know, like at the bottom, a little square at the bottom, and I'm reading like the Lord's Prayer or whatever, would that be different? Would
Absolutely.
you know what
Absolutely.
I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, it would be different because the original video doesn't have that in there.
See, that's this is the examples that I want you to give to people so they'll know, have some kind of idea on how to change it, because there are people that, you know, just they need to know how, because some people just not that creative, you know what I'm saying, to actually know how to do it.
Yeah.
So let me just finish up right quick and I'm gonna let you have the flow, Tracy. um so now, you know, I got another little small video and I'm reading the Lord's Prayer, you know, and then I wait a minute and then I read something else, then I wait a minute and then I read something else. Okay, so that just alone right there is changing. I don't have to say that this clip came from this and this and it's a part of my meditation. Do I have to say that? Would that help?
You don't have to say it in it because you have made it your own. You
Okay.
understand what I'm saying? You literally taken that video. It's almost like somebody taking a meal, you know, we got leftovers. Let's make something different. You know how it is after Thanksgiving, that second day. I'm done with Thanksgiving food. Let's get something. Let's get some turkey salad. Like, it's repurposing original content to make it your own. You're making it unique to you. So no, why would you have to do that? Now, if you want to, you can. But if somebody's going to use somebody's stuff the way that it is, yeah, you should give them the credit for it because they did it. That's
Right,
what I'm saying.
right.
But
But
you did that. You're repurposing it for yourself. You're making it unique to Geo.
okay, because that's what I thought, that if I put my face on there and my voice in a little bitty square and I'm reading something from the Bible or whatever I'm doing, you know, or singing a song or whatever, that should keep me from being reused, getting dinged with reused content, right? Now, let me ask you this one other question, because I know this the other question that people would ask, you know, what if uh I had another picture I got from Pixels, and on there, when they first open it up, I have Boss Life Online's meditation, and then the next picture would be just text, just talking about quotes, but behind it is the actual beach scene that I got from Pixel. Does that help, or do I need to have voiceover?
You don't have to have a voiceover. So, do you do any editing with the videos? Like, people will go in and they will literally, like, they will add a gradient, or they'll take something away, add to it, take something away from it. When they don't want to do a whole lot of, you know, they don't want to do a whole lot of altering to it. Or making it their own, they'll do something as little as that. There's people out here making NFTs with regular Google pictures by taking the picture and altering the colors and things of that nature. So no, if you're putting your brand on it, right? If you're putting your brand on it, then you should be fine. No, I would alter the picture though. I would literally probably add a HDR to it or lighten it just a touch. You know, those little changes make a difference. Like, they really do. The same way you have people who, yeah, it's not cool. I think whether you speed or slow down a record, it still belongs to somebody else. But people,
Right.
they have you know, like maybe 6 seconds of sped up music that YouTube's not messing with them because it's 6 seconds of sped up music that they can't identify in those 6 seconds. That small alteration, I feel like that small alteration It's not going to make or break your thumbnail. No. It's not. They're not going to come for you for your thumbnail. And you're not just doing that. You're going to add tags to your thumbnails. So even if you add 3 tags to your thumbnails, it changes the metadata on the original picture to link to Geo.
Okay. So when I do the Love Channel member show, I normally go into, and my editor has just a whole tons of stuff they get from Pixels. Okay, free. And then I just choose different, you know how I do the Love Channel member show. I choose different cats and whatever, and I put the person's name on there. But before I do all of that, I have my voice on there telling them what this, this is a channel member. This is the Love Channel member show. This is from Boss Life Online. I appreciate you. All of that changes the stuff, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely, Geo. And then you're naming it. You're being strategic in naming it, so that changes any type of, like I said, metadata that's attached to the original picture. It's going to change to what you name it, and the links changes up the metadata. That's the whole idea. You don't want it to be tracked back to this is a copyrighted. No, I've just made it my original. That's what I did. I just made it I took this, and this was the base, and I made it mine.
Right. Okay. And the reason that I am asking all of these questions is because, these are questions that I know that people will ask, and I have these questions myself because, baby, I got to pay my light bill. Okay. So I don't want to get demonetized, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other people don't want to do it either. This is why I come with receipts. I go straight to the source. And that's why I have it up here so that people will see where we're not playing over here at Team Build with Geo. I mean, our team is awesome. Okay. I have the best people around me in Team Build with Geo. Okay. And you guys, if you're not a part of our team, you need to come on over there and be a part of Team Build with Geo so that we all can be on the right page and the right, doing all the right things so that we can stay monetized. And not only that, we are family, and this is exactly why I started Friends with Super Channels, because just look at these people up on this panel. And that was up on the panel, Tracy Lee, Keto Granny, Mary, myself, we all know something. And when we put our heads together, what do, team? We what? Win. We win. So I just want to thank all of y'all for coming up here. Tracy Lee, thank you so much. Keto Granny, I love you, girl. Mary of Pittsburgh Artist Studio. She has one of the most contagious laughs, and I just love her so, so, so much. When Mary laughs, the whole world laughs with her. I just love her.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Tracy, because all that information you gave was so good. Thank you.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, I love it. I love when we come together like this too. We learn from each other. I think it's important. I stay in the community guidelines, and I encourage people to do that. It's literally changing as fast as you can blink. Okay, so it's just really good to stay up in there.
Right, Keto Granny, you have any last words?
Oh, I've learned a lot from this, and I was going to say that I use pixels, and I do that also. I put Bible verses in there, and but I use artificial intelligence a lot. Those people you can kind of type in your words and let them say Bible verses all the way through there. So that makes it original too. I was going to tell her that I think that makes it original also. So I use that. I have another channel that I do that on. So, and that works real good over there for me.
Right. Okay. The people in the chat is really chatting away. Wow, y'all. I think we all have learned something really, really good here tonight. And I'm going to do this for the next, maybe for the next 6 months. I want to come together, and just tell it like it is, And if you have questions and you really don't know, child, look here, y'all ask these questions. Because it's no sense of you not knowing, and I want to see everybody win. everybody. Okay, so let me go back to the chat over here and thank everybody for coming. Life with Marlene, thank you for being on the panel. Rochelle, girl, thank you so much for being on the panel. J-Luck Blog, thank you for coming. Pandy, thank you for all of your information. I'm going to just read what Pandy says here. She said, this is why we, Geo, Sylvia, Marlene, and I are safe using the same thumbnail for the Outstanding and Love Channel member shows. We name it uniquely, tag it uniquely, and yeah, that's right. You know, because I never get dinged for nothing for the Outstanding Feature Channel member show. Have y'all ever got dinged? I haven't. You know, that is something to think about, Pandy, and the Love Channel member show either. So we doing good with that, and we didn't even know we was. You know, I would have never thought about any of this and until my friend called me and told me why she didn't get monetized. She don't want to be named, and I don't blame her, but because of reused content, okay? And what, you know, and I said, oh, this is something that the team should know about. This is something we should do on Friends with Super Channels, okay? So next Tuesday, we're going to have a different topic, Tracy Lee. You going to be ready? Okay. And so we'll whoever want to come up, y'all know I'm going to have the link in the team bill information link. So whoever want to come up and share or what have you, let's just everybody learn from one another. Let me go back to the chat because I think I missed a couple of people in the chat. Okay, J-Luck Blog, thank you so much for coming. Pandy, Rochelle, I think Coach Mary Ma, thank you so much for being here. Thank you. I love all of you guys. Thank you for being on the team. Coach Mary Ma says, thanks to all the panelists and all the friends with Super Channel Champions. Thank you all for what you do. Oh, thank you so much, Coach Mary Ma. We love you too. Okay, Pandy saying I will plan on being here. This was very informative. Yes, it is. This is why I love my team. Everybody is on the team. I'm on the team, but y'all don't even understand what you guys mean to me. I mean, look how long we've been together. A long time. Okay, and we all didn't come in here monetized, now did we? We stuck together until we all got monetized. That just, oh Lord, y'all know I cry in a minute, but let me get off of here, okay? I love you guys. So next time I'm gonna try to have some kind of music and stuff and a nice thumbnail for our show. I just gotta come up with some kind of jingle for Friends with Super Channels. What do y'all think? Y'all think I should do that? Okay, Mary talking about, yeah. I'm going to try to come up with something by next week. But anyway, guys, we're going to go ahead. If everybody would unmute themselves and we're going to just say bye. Okay. So we'll see you guys next time. This time it's going to be
Bye.
Bye-bye. 9:30. Bye-bye, everybody. We'll see you again.
Good night.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Coming. So I'm going
God
to go
bless.
ahead and end the broadcast.
Bye.